Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the vlog. Although, this isn't a vlog. This is story time. Welcome to story time. Tell you a story about how life used to be calm before pups. No, that's not the story time. The story time today revolves around Lotus and Ralli. Now, we get questions all the time about people wanting to know, how did we get our pups? I can talk loud too. How did we get our pups to coexist with Ralli? And Evo too, which if you didn't know, we actually used to have two cats. We had Evo cats. She passed shortly after getting Enzo. Oh, thank you. I don't actually need this right now. Goodness. So I do have a video kind of talking about that. But before we get into the story, I want to just say that the biggest thing is patience, time, and never, ever, ever letting them out of your sight. So, you know, with us, we were fortunate enough, we got them both as puppies. One of the reasons we wanted to get puppies is that we wanted the cats to have the size advantage, even if just briefly, so that if the puppy got to be too much, the cat could kind of whack them back and, you know, have a fair fight for a moment. That's not to say you can't do it with rescues or older dogs or anything. You certainly can. And in fact, you know, our idea behind that was kind of flawed. You know, in retrospect, we certainly could have done it. But that's what we did. You know, a lot of it is just being patient and watching them and making sure that the pup knows, you know, those boundaries and everything. But like I said, you can go back and watch that video. I'll link it below or put it up on the screen or something. This video is going to be, or this story time video is about what happened the other morning. So we have a pretty set routine and we get up. Are you gonna keep drinking the whole time? Don't be bringing the drippity drips. I don't want the drippity drips. So we have a pretty set routine when we go out in the morning. And it's funny because Lotus is always the first one down. He's like all excited, gotta go. And then Enzo will come down. And then as we're kind of like walking towards the door, I hear a little pitter patter feet of Ralli coming down because she's like, I want to go outside too. So she always follows us downstairs. So that's nothing new. Well, she actually came outside that morning. You know, most mornings I don't let her go out, but this morning, you know, she did. I don't think I necessarily let her. I think she just kind of came out. I forgot to shut the door or something, but whatever. And sometimes she gets a little wild hair in the mornings, and honestly, so does Lotus. So what proceeded was what you're seeing on the screen right now. Ralli, when she gets worked up, she wants to like knead or claw into something. And she has her scratching post and her cat condo and all that stuff. We don't like her to claw on the furniture, obviously. Now, if you've had cats, you know this is you may win some battles, but ultimately you will lose the war. It's just a matter of how long the war is going to last. And you know, the biggest thing we do is when we see her do it, we'll be like, Ralli, stop, or like we'll clap our hands or something. So the pups have learned that when Ralli starts doing that, they'll actually, did I miss something? Let's review the footage. What just happened there? Our hands or something. So the pups have learned that when Ralli starts doing that, they'll... Anyways, so they've gotten in the habit of when they hear her doing that on something like that she's not supposed to, they know. So anyways, they've learned that, you know, that's what we're getting upset about, because if she doesn't stop, like I'll actually go physically like move her, like, you know, if you just go up to her and like tap her, she'll stop. So they've learned that. And what you see on film here is you see Ralli starting to do that. I don't even say anything. Lotus just knows that that's what I'm going to do. So he's like, well, I can just take this upon myself. Well, you know, he came in kind of hot. You see him come kind of flying in here. Now, he's never done anything. You know, the most they ever do is like just nudge her basically with their nose. The most they ever do is just nudge her, yeah, kind of like that with their nose. And from looking at the film and from being there in person, you know, that's what he did. He didn't do anything else, but he came in kind of hot. So I could see why she was a little unsure of why he was coming in so fast, and he probably nudged her a little too hard, to be honest, you know, more than she appreciated. And she's also had a bit of a wild hair that morning. My hand is in your mouth, thank you. Really, you got the smallest toy ever here. Go get it. Go get him. And she did not appreciate it, so she fights back. Now, if you didn't know, Ralli is not afraid to defend herself. She doesn't care how big the pups are. She's like, nah, I don't care. I will fight you, no problem. So here you see her attacking. Now, again, I don't know if I've said this, but obviously this is off our like security cameras. So the quality is not great, but you can see what's going on. And Lotus knows. He knows like when he's done too much. They both do. And they know when they've pushed her too far and she's ticked off. And you can clearly see him like, I've made a mistake. I need to get away. And she goes after him. What you don't hear on the film is he like gives like a little like playful, like kind of like how he was doing to me a minute ago, like roar kind of thing, like at her. And she ain't even having it. She's not even fazed by that. She's like, I don't care. Like, you can huff and puff. I don't care. Now, I did immediately break it up, though, at that point because, you know, I don't want them roughhousing. I don't want him to even for a second think that it's okay to roughhouse. Again, I don't think he would do anything, but I don't want him to, you know, she's so much smaller that it would be way too easy for either one of the pups to accidentally hurt her that I don't even want to come to that. So at the end, I don't even know if you can see it on the film, but he starts to like kind of go back like at her too. And I'm like, no, let's just end it here. You lost, like take your licks, let's move on. What you don't see is a little bit later when we go upstairs, Ralli is like standing like kind of near the staircase and you know, she's like right here and me and Enzo walk by her, and then Lotus goes like this and around. He's like, no, I don't want to mess with that. I didn't do it. That wasn't me. So yeah, that is the story time. I thought that was hilarious, and like I was having to like yell at them and stuff and like get them all in order. I thought for sure like Nisha was gonna like wake up or something because it's pretty early in the morning. But yeah, just thought it was funny, and it was cool that it was actually partially caught on camera, even if it is a little grainy. Hey, you're being too much. So this is our first like story time video. I actually have a list over here on my computer with a few story time topics, things that, you know, generally I don't have any footage to share with these. This is kind of like the rarity. Let me know what you think about these types of videos, and I can do more if that's something you guys enjoy. Otherwise, appreciate you guys as always. All the names you see scrolling somewhere on the screen right now are all the Patreons that support us each and every month with their donations, support our family, and they get access to the private Facebook group and the weekly private live stream that we do for just the Patreon members. So if you'd like to join that, the link is below. Otherwise, appreciate you guys as always, and we will see you on the next one. You ready to say bye? Let's say bye. Yeah. Later, guys.